Hello guys and welcome to Left to Learn August 9, 2014. With me today is going to be co-caster Thomas Hazan from, I think it was from our first Left to Cast.
Yep.
It's a very quiet yup there, Thomas Hazan. So, you told me earlier today that you're coming, or at least you're recovering from a cold.
Yeah, it's whatever's been going around in my neck of the woods. Fun stuff.
Well, I think I might be coming down with a cold too, so today you guys are going to be having two sick casters here. That's not supposed to be some kind of pun there, just so you know.
Boo.
Anyways, so today we're going to be having on the, I think the mentors are going to be Flow and Reflex, so the Reflex seems to be completely missing from Mumble. Oh no, wait, no, I think he's just switched channels. Okay. Anyways, the Survivor team here is going to be consisting of, it looks like we're missing somebody here, and there's so many people in the damn Mumble channel, I have no idea why. I'm just going to go down the list here. So we're going to have Terrible, Juicy, Dash, and I'm going to take a wild guess and say, I don't know. There's like 7, 8 people in this channel. Alright, there we go. And Zero Ox Shadows, alright? And they're going to be mentored by Reflex. Why are the mentors leaving the channel? This is a terrible intro. Like, everyone's moving channels. How am I supposed to do the intro? Anyways, so let's go to the Infected side here. Infected side is going to be consisting of Sidonia, Freakazoid, Cherry, and Kimiko. And supposedly, before they move channels, they will be mentored by Flow. Alright, and tonight's map is going to be Dead Center here, or as some of you like to refer to as Pub Center. I believe we will be playing the finale here, so we're going to get to see some gas cans being flung around and maybe some tanks being lit on fire.
And something I just noticed that in this version of it, it looks like, or either this is an update that they did, that there are dressers at the end of the hallway, kind of right at the beginning, so you don't get death charged right out of there.
Yes, I believe that is one of the only spots here that are blocked in Pro Mod for the death charges here. Still adds some extra spawns, so you can maybe pull someone in there for a charge spit. I'm going to go around to the forward here. It looks like we have a... But this fencing makes no sense. It doesn't match the geometry at all. But anyways, yeah, it's another death charge spot that is blocked off, and I believe that is all the death charge spots that are blocked. Yeah, I'm looking around here, and I don't seem to see... Let's look at the elevator. Alright, looks like we're good. So yeah, there's only the first 2 death charge spots are unblocked. And for those of you who don't know what Dead Center is about here in Pro Mod, is, I believe there can be an early tank. Oh god, a 13% tank, but the trick here is... Oh, do they have any weapons in the map room?
Let me check. There's ammo, some pistols.
Damn it, they keep changing. Why can't they just stick to something? Either way, so yeah, we're going to be having a 13% tank. Ideally, the survivors are going to want to play it inside the map room there with ammo. There's going to be a guitar in there, and there is one shotgun here in the hands of Nick here, who want to deal with any early crowns here, but fortunately for him, the witch is at 83%. Hopefully she doesn't spawn in fire.
Nope, and as long as they are able to take their time and take out the tank, they shouldn't have too much an issue. Hopefully the witch doesn't spawn in an area that they've got nowhere else to go but directly through her.
Alrighty, I mean, the witch should be easy to take. I mean, just being down there, let's go down there really quick. You won't be able to see the fire while we're down there, just with the camera. But there's just so much fire here. The chance of the witch not spawning on fire is pretty slim. And let's just throw it out there. I mean, there's very little spawns in here. I mean, yes, it's really hard to see. People are probably going to have very low FPS down here if you have like a, pancake computer and such. But yeah, there's not that many spawns, and the witch should be easy to kill. If not, so just set her on fire. Mind you, she runs, I think, a bit faster on fire. I'm not sure. It's been a while since I've lit a witch on fire. So don't quote me on that.
I don't know, usually when I light them on fire, I'm busy running the other way.
You're not looking?
So it looks like we're waiting for everybody to get ready before we start tonight's match.
So we can see here that Rochelle and Ellis were just playing a little game here with the axes, but it looks like Rochelle just knocked the chair off into the end zone there. So looks like their little game is now over.
And this is why they can't have nice things.
I completely agree. This is why you cannot have melees in the safe room, because then things like this happen. So, Jacob, if you're hearing this, I would like you to put nothing but deagles in the safe room. And yes, that is a joke, because you can only carry around 1 deagle, or I think in the next Pro Mod version here, you can carry around 2 deagles, so then you're going to have 2 people with no weapons. I mean, come on, what's more fun than seeing survivors just shove common infected to death? Oh wait, you can't do that in Pro Mod.
Heyo. Looks like
Anyway,
a mini horde just tried running up the stairs, but that never works well, especially when they're in the safe room.
yes, it's a new addition in Pro Mod 4.0 here. So give me 1 sec here. It's a new addition in Pro Mod 4.0 here, and basically what it's to do, it's to kind of counteract people that are baiting out attacks for a long period of time here. So if you're baiting an attack, you're going to get a random horde, which will either do some chip, or you run out of ammo, etc. Eventually you're going to have to push ahead, or you're just going to have to risk keeping these hordes, you know, coming, going. The horde timer will reset if you get boomed on, or if a boomer gets killed, though.
Ah, okay.
It looks like we're just waiting on 3 people here to ready up here. Waiting on Cheryl, or shit. Oh god, I can't pronounce.
Sherry?
It has an L at the end, though. Sheriel? Sheriel Nome?
Cheryl. It's Cheryl.
Can I just call him Carl?
Or you call by last name. Nomi?
Nome. Nome?
Gnome?
We're gonna look like idiots on the stream. Either way, just go with the Nome. Let's go with Nome.
I'm pretty sure it's pronounced Cheryl. Like from Archer?
Anyways, the first hit here is going to be consisting of a 2-2 here, so we're going to having a jockey and a hunter here. You know what, can you give me 1 sec here? For some reason they are barking and they won't stop, so give me a sec.
And it looks like the survivors have lost Juicy, who was playing as coach. Looks like no Steam login found, so hopefully they can get that issue resolved pretty quickly. We apologize for the delay, folks, but you know how it goes. Sometimes getting these things started on time takes a little bit of finesse.
Alright, I'm back, and I just came in there, you know, starting on time. Left to learn here. I mean, just, I mean, a little joke aside, it's just, it never starts on time, man. Never. And I would say we're actually doing a bit better than usual here. Usually we start about 20 minutes late here, and then that's when we're in the server. Here, we are in the server 15 minutes late, so we're getting somewhere, right?
I would say we're getting somewhere, but they had somebody drop by accident, right? I think.
Alright, I would just like to point out in the future any technical difficulties here, like people dropping out. It is not my fault. You could blame Thomas, though. I'm pretty sure it'll be his fault.
Indeed.
So yeah, as I was saying earlier, before I was rudely interrupted by, you know, yipping chihuahuas here. So we're going to be having a 2-2 here with Jockey and Hunter. Ideally, they're going to want to get an attack in very, very early here, or they're going to need to save it for the tank here, but I'm not too sure that's probably a good idea.
And we lost another person.
I told you, it's not my fault, okay? So, the Boomer's probably going to want to be coming just very, very quickly here. If anything, they could probably try and do a spit delay or maybe a spit separate here and have the tank commit very, very quickly while they keep the rest of their spawns and such. We're seeing another wave of zombies going in there.
Yeah, it's about the 5th one.
Alright, still waiting on Nome and Juicy to ready up here. So Thomas, how would you, I mean, let's discuss this. I mean, how would you do this attack? You say you were going to go in for an early attack.
I guess I would have tried to have the hunter get them right outside the door as much, or right by the first door, and then right as he's going, have the boomer go in to follow up with the spitter. The boom will cause, mass chaos like the boomer's supposed to cause, and hopefully they can get stumbled into the spit.
This sounds really... Yeah, it sounds about right. I'd probably go for a... Unless they're going to be going live here, but probably want to have, as you said, have the hunter go in, get the boomer, and then try and spit delay them so they can't really push out. Oh, and here comes a spit already, but it gets shoved aside here, and that is a dead spitter with no spit. Jockey and Hunter are spawned up here, and looks like Tank is in the hands of Kimiko here. Really irritating.
And it looks like Jockey's trying to figure out what angle to come in from, with the Hunter kind of running around, trying to figure out where he needs to come from.
Alright, so let's quickly go over to a Survivor War Room here, because I'm actually interested to see how they're going to be taking this tank.
You can pause it up real quick, let Zero change the setting.
Oh shit. Oops.
Hey, what's the CMD and update rate supposed to be at? Anyone know what the CMD rate and the update rate is supposed to be at?
I use an auto exec, I could check it for you.
Yeah, I think mine are at 100. I can't remember though. It's an auto exec for me too.
Oh wait, mine's 100 and 101.
And what's the rate at?
30.
60,000. Yeah, rate should be like 60,000. That's the highest you can do, I think. Hey, Zero, did you get your cast fixed? Or your broadcast, your voice transmit?
Yeah, if you guys can hear me.
Nah, so you're double cast. You're in game and in mumble. It's like throwing us off. Can you disable it in game?
Yeah, I'll fix that.
I was just trying to make a Pink Floyd album.
Okay, better?
Yeah, it's good. Everybody ready?
Okay.
He's not gonna lose rage, I don't think.
No, it's not. It's Tank's in here.
Drop in.
100 inside.
Hey! Watch it! Don't shoot!
Good job.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw a tank come out by the infected side here, but it looks like a couple punches were missed there. The S side tried to go in, and they managed to get a really good cap, a lot of damage going on to Nick there, but there was just nothing else left to support and cover that cap survivor.
Yeah, Jockey came in and was trying to get Rochelle, who was coming in to get, I think it was Nick that got pounced, but unfortunately the Jockey's lands wouldn't connect fully.
I think ideally there, what I wanted to do, I mean, the reason I was saying you're going to want to have the Hunter pounce and then, as you said, the Boomer land on that person, is you're going to want to have the Spit try and delay them so they can't push into the map room there. They could have just kept doing attacks over and over because the tank was not losing rage while they were inside the safe room there. They just keep getting attacks, rolling down the survivor's health, etc. And if the survivors try to push out, the tank would try and get a corner punch very, very quickly there. Although, without support, he might be able to get down to about 2k before he'd be able to get 2 downs, at least in that close quarters. The idea is just to keep them out of the map room, so that you can keep them in the safe room and keep doing attacks.
Yep, and it looks like survivors are pushing on, not taking a whole lot of damage from the SI's attacks.
Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Spitter. This can be a very brutal attack here. Let's see what the Infected have in store for the survivors who have a lot of health bonus on them right now. Jockey spawned him. Jockey is going in. He misses. He gets shoved aside and he gets killed before he can repounce. Charger is spawned right in the door frame here and looks like he's fallen onto the other side of the dresser. He might get shot here, and Coach with those pistols is looking for that Charger there, but nobody is checking the bathroom. And here comes a Charger. He goes for the death shot and he gets it on Coach!
Yeah, this map, the first half of it is notorious for having all kinds of different death charges, and it looks like the Hunter's jumping around. Wasn't able to land Rochelle or anybody else in the spit, but landed to get a few claws in.
that Death Charge is definitely going to help the infected team there with just that early tank that just wasn't able to get in that much damage. So now they got to do as much damage as possible here before they get into the safe room. Right here, the survivors ideally going to want to step out, grab the Uzi here, and either they're going to go back into the elevator or they're going to camp it out into the far corner on the fire in the left side. Or behind the fire, sorry. You don't want to do it on the fire. That'd be a bad idea.
And we're supposedly going to be seeing the witch maybe around here.
And next attack, consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer, has a smoker here, so this could actually be a very, very good attack minus a spitter. And here comes the Boomer, gets a single boom on a Nick here, does not get popped, smoker misses, and here comes Charger. Charger going in and misses again, but looks like he gets Rochelle and Jockey a 2-cap on the side here. Nick might get capped here, or is the smoker down? Where's the smoker?
The smoker got caught on fire. He wasn't able to get...
No, wait, I see him. He's still there.
Oh, there he is. I thought he caught on fire. My bad.
I didn't see the glow around him for some reason. Well, either way, I mean, that was a great attack there by the infected. Great separation. Almost a hitman there. And here comes another boom. Beautiful tri-boom there, using that beautiful arcing method to get a lot of range out of his vomit.
And now they're going to have a heck of a time trying to get Lewis up, or not Lewis, Nick up, while they're...
Oh, and that's
well,
and it's about to be a trade. It's going to be a trade. Oh, but the spit delay, though, or the spit damage isn't going to be enough to down him, though, because of the pro mod changes here, so he's good.
Looks like they're going into the room to stock up on a little bit better weapons. And it sounds
Honestly, I
like
probably would have ran forward.
yeah, and it sounds like the witch is in the main lobby area.
No, she's slightly backward. Oh, wow, she's right across from the fire. The survivors might not see her in time. Nick doesn't see her. And here comes a pull and a jockey right into the witch here. And that will be a down. Oh, no, wait, no, he got Godframed. The witch is on fire. And it's not going after anyone here. It looks like Ellis's job here is to try and save his teammates here and clear Rochelle and pick up Nick and get into that safe room there with the little amount of health bonus that they do have.
I gotta admit that that witch part really kind of threw everybody for a loop.
I mean, I'm honestly not sure what to say there. I mean, the witch got bumped into and then set on fire. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure what to say, Valve. Oh, and this boom almost reaches. He will be moving in here, and he might be able to proxy. He gets a great proxy onto Ellis here. Rochelle is down outside. Ellis's best idea here is to close that safe room door, which is, you know, I would say that was a really good call there. You just don't want to go out there and risk it.
Yeah, with the little health as they have, any amount that they can save at this point is going to help them try to keep the lead.
You see the jockey's just waiting out there. 261 health, almost one-shottable by a shotgun. But, I mean, if they wanted to go out, they had to do it 3 seconds ago. Now it's too late. They have a charger and a smoker up. Spitters are able to spit here, and Jockey obviously able to pounce. Oh, and they're going to try and charge the door here to do a bit damage. Oh, he could. Ellis is creeping in. Ellis is creeping in. Charger can go for the charge. Oh, and he goes to charge and he gets in! Oh, but the smoker misses and the death!
Oh,
Well then.
that was a good wait by the special infected.
I know, I mean, that Charger was going for the stumble, and he actually got more than the stumble. So, a couple things to note about the last round there. I mean, I would just say, for the infected side is the tank punches. You need to time your punches. You need to get much, much closer to the survivors than you actually think. I mean, your arms aren't always rocket arms. And I would say, I think they got Death Charge on the second level down, right?
Yep, it was on that first window as you come out the stairwells.
I think the best thing I could say there is just either don't stand in the middle of the hallway, or... Well, no, just don't stand in the middle of the hallway. I mean, there we just saw Coach. He got Death Charge right outside. He could have just been standing against the window. For those of you who don't know, if you stand against the window, not in the window, you're able to prevent getting Death Charge. Other than that, they probably should have went in there to try and chase that charger. There was no reason not to chase that charger. They had all 4 survivors there. Charger was spawned up. No other spawns were heard at the time. They could have easily gone in there, killed that charger. And, I mean, just with really crappy headphones, even if you're using earbuds, you probably would have been able to hear the direction on that charger.
Yeah, it looked like, I think it was Coach. Looked like he thought about going in there, but then probably decided not to. Just because you usually don't want to hunt down special infected unless extreme circumstances call for it.
Well, one thing to note also is I mean, if the charger was spawned up to the left, they had no reason to be stopped right there. I mean, they could have just started running forward. They didn't have to wait.
Yeah, but we don't know what they were trying to do. Maybe they were trying to bait him or something.
Alex, we're being asked to respectate here. Probably a glitch at somebody's head.
Oh, sweet Lincoln's mullet.
You see that Nome typing in chat, Booger the tank. Alright,
Man, this-
so, yeah. Dude, these ready-ups, man. Oh, are we good
Yeah.
now?
Looks like we're going live.
Alrighty then. Looks like we got the door in place here to prevent the tank from being able to easily get inside here. I mean, look at this chair here. It's such a perfect position for that door frame. And it looks like the survivors are not going to be pushing for the map room. They are going to be taking to the safe room, which means that the tank and his SI can keep getting an infinite number of attacks and holding down their health. A great tri-boom coming out here by Terrible. So let's quickly go over to Survivor War Room here and see what this is all about, alright?
I'm not supposed to tell you, but I'll let you know when tank is gonna roll in.
All right.
Cheater.
I'm a terrible mentor. He's right there now. He's going in. Shoot him! Shoot him! He's stuck! He's stuck! Shoot him!
Yes! Yes!
Focus.
I
He's
knew
on
it.
one person. You can focus him.
Ah, fuck, I'm charged.
Hunter.
Get the clear.
Oh, fuck. Oh, this hard.
He doesn't melee him. Focus tank. Focus tank.
Yeah,
Pick
it's
up
good.
him.
Oh,
Smoker.
smoker.
Very well played. Jockey's up.
No, fuck.
What?
Alright, and we are back here, and we're seeing Coach being jockeyed out here, and it does not look like anyone's going to be able to clear him.
Looks like the tank did an excellent job chasing everybody down, sticking with one target, sticking with them until they go down. And the survivors just couldn't catch a break between the boom, the hunter, the charger. And it looks like that's the end of this map.
I mean, it's a really difficult tank there without any primaries there. I mean, ideally, you're probably going to want to take dual pistols just for that. You need to keep your distance on the tank. Any good tank is going to be able to just easily track you if you're trying to juke them with the melee weapons and trying to get melee damage in.
Yeah, I don't know if you saw it, but the hunter was making sure to use good use of the walls or skybox or whatever to hop around to distract the survivors from focusing on the tank.
And what I would just say there is, again, just take dual pistols. I don't know. That tank is very debatable. A lot of people have debated whether to remove it or not, and I believe it is. I mean, it's still in here, but I don't know. That tank is just very difficult to do without any primaries. Just best thing to do is just dual pistols and pistol it up, really.
Yeah, it's never a very good idea to try to melee a tank. It usually doesn't end well.
I mean, we saw in chat that they're thinking of burgering him, but it doesn't look like they all kind of committed on the idea. They didn't burger him. Instead, they all kind of just ran in separate corners there and occasionally meleeed him, but they never actually committed to the burger itself. So, first attack going to be consisting of a 3-1 here with a Charger and Boomer. Tank at 51% and Witch at 66. So we're going to be moving forward here to the 51% tank. I'm not familiar with this map's percentages, but I'm trying to think here. I actually had never played this map on Pro Mod, so
I think the 51% might be a little bit past where it's either. I think it might be where they have to drop from the trash bin that's right underneath the bridge, and where they have to drop on top of like the trailer coming across the smaller bridge.
yeah, probably around there. So ideally, we're either going to be seeing I want to say a street tank. Well, they're both streets, so it's going to be played in one of the two streets. If they have to drop down for this tank, they're going to have to be playing it down there, which there are some hittables. If not, they're going to be playing it down in these streets here, which there is a few hittables, but ideally most tanks do not usually get them in time without taking a lot of chips. So we're going to be going back to the front here. And again, 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Boomer and Jockey are going to be going in right off the bat here. Charger is a little bit hesitant all the way back there. Looks like he might be trying to rocket spawn his way in there. Nick rushing out there with his flashlight, keeping his distance from his teammates there. Could get pulled by that smoker and punished. I mean, just behind that cedar truck, that would be brutal.
It would be. It looks like they're trying to. Well, they got the rocket boom in. They got Rochelle. Jockey's going in for one of the people who aren't boomed.
Oh, a great double charge, and here comes a smoker to grab Ellis here. That'll be 2 ticks of damage onto Ellis there. Going to be 3rd tick, possibly a 4th. No, does get cleared before the 4th, but a good amount of damage there for that first hit by the infected.
That was a good good attack by both the smoker and the charger. Too bad they didn't have a spitter that might have helped them out a little bit more.
Next up, we're going to be having a Boomer here. He could go for a free boom run here. Going to be having a Hunter in the hands of Sherry. I don't know if they know how to DP here. It's a very popular DP spot. Next attack consisting with 3-1 with Charger and Boomer here. And Hunter is spawned up, tries to go for the wall pounce, but fails, but he gets a single pounce onto someone on the stairwell. And Charge is trying to break down that door. Great single boom. And here comes the Jockey. Good charge there. Jockey almost covers, but enough time is bought for the Charger to get 2 hits from that pound.
Now the survivors are just defending against the common that are flooding into the doors from the boom.
I noticed so far the infected have not gotten a single spitter.
Reloading.
So, I mean, the amount of damage that they're able to do is very limited here. They have to really rely on everything landing and that Boomer horde just slowing them down long enough so that they can get another attack within a timely manner here.
Looks like the survivors are taking the long way around and not risking one through the middle.
Reloading.
So next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with the Boomer spawned up already behind the police car, and he gets a double boom, great boom, and we see a single pounce on a Rochelle here. Jockey's trying to cover. We see a pull onto somebody on the other fence, but he does get cleared before any ticks of damage go out. Jockey gets dead stopped. Oh, but he does land on a Nick here and quickly gets cleared before he does any more damage.
Yeah, it looks like the Jockey ran one way while all the survivors ran the opposite way while their teammate was being smoked.
Reloading here.
I mean, there's a great job by the survivors there. It actually looked like it was a very promising attack by the infected, but they did a great job minimizing the amount of damage they could have taken there.
And they finally got a spitter that looks like it's setting up a little bit ahead of everybody.
Reloading here.
And looks like we have ourselves a 2-2 with Charger and Smoker here. Oh, this 2-2 can be incredibly brutal in just the stairwell here. But not just the stairwell, when they have to go up there and turn right. This is going to be very brutal. Let's see how the infected play this. And a good pull comes up in the front here. Charger going down the stairs, double charge. Here comes the spit. That's going to be a lot of damage for the infected.
Nick's going down while the others are defending against a Boomer as they cause it to explode on them. Coach is going to go get Nick up. And it looks like the horde is coming from in front of them, which will be easier for them to defend from.
Oh, Valve, how we love thee. Get boomed on, horde doesn't come in until the next attack is already up.
Jump onto the truck.
Looks like, oh, and here comes a Charger here, and a good pounce by the Jockey, but he does get cleared. Like with the smoker, I mean, there wasn't that much damage. Honestly, they should have probably saved that entire attack. I mean, they had a spitter here. They could have got a great attack there with that spitter when they all dropped.
Yeah, it looks like they don't have anything available at the moment. Now would have been a good time to charge him or do another spit or something.
I think I really heard something.
And Tank is now up in the hands of Sheriel and Nome. You know what? Let's just go to the war room, damn it.
Let tank get him. Yeah, tank is in position now. You guys gotta go for a hit. Let the tank try to get a rock. You
Alright,
guys
let's
should
go.
get
3,
that. Yeah.
2, 1, go.
Beautiful rock.
Gosh. At least enough.
I don't know which
restriction.
spawn.
Boomer, what you're gonna do is
Nice rock.
come here, come to the rails. Run up the rails. You can jump behind a tree and get a boom.
Yeah.
By the stairs.
Nice. All those rocks.
They're gonna push for points and distance. I think tank should commit now. Push them back.
Holy shit, what's that?
So they're getting distance. But you're doing fine. Beautiful rock.
I try to charge them back in from downstairs, maybe.
No, tank is doing great. Just
I'm coming in.
Nice.
to
And there we
support.
got one.
charger got cleared.
Behind you, behind you.
Oops, wrong person. Sorry.
Just hold forward, hold W. Don't let go of W. Ooh no, don't throw rocks. Punch.
No, just punch. Go punch.
Hold forward. Do not go back. Hold forward.
Alright, you got this.
Yes.
Good job, mate.
There you go.
Hold forward.
You can go.
That's good.
Aim it also.
Yes. It's like.
Very nice.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw a Kilatoy tank in the making here going out by Sheriel Nome.
Looks like most of the damage was done through the excellent rock throwing that was being done.
Honestly, I'm jealous. I wish my rocks would land like that sometimes.
Okay, I guess.
Yeah, because out of like the first 5 or so that they threw, landed I think 4 of them.
I thought all of them landed.
There was one that they missed towards the end as they were coming up the ladder or coming up the stairs.
Well, either way, I mean, just great rock tank. The amount of chip damage on the survivors from those rocks are just ludicrous. I mean, they could have just played rock tank the rest of the way there, and the survivors would have just died from infected attacks alone, just with the amount of damage they were taking from those rocks. So it was a great job by that tank.
And it looked like Rochelle tried hiding to an area where the tank had a little bit of difficulty getting into and trying to jump up on the ledge, but apparently Valve did not want people going that way.
Alrighty, so let's see, we're waiting on 4 people to ready up here. Again, first attack consisting of a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. They're set up here. Looks like they're going to be attacking a little bit later here. They're going to be attacking by the end of the Cedar truck here. I mean, that's a good idea, but if the survivors choose to go underneath the archway here, or underneath this overhang on the right here, it's definitely going to throw a big wrench into their plans here.
Yeah, that's the gamble you always have to play in the first part of this, like coming out the door. Are you going to go under or are you going to go straight? Because most of the time you can't set up for both types of hits effectively.
Well, you could. A good boomer spot is always going to be on top of that overhang. Having the smoker come from behind the Cedar truck, you can pull them into the fence. Have a charger always on top, so you can either go rocket spawn over them onto the safe room area, or he can just drop from the other side and come in from the front, you know, behind that Cedar truck. And the jockey, I mean, just can come from anywhere in general. I think that would be the best setup for that, but looks like they're going to go. They're going to go for a bit later of an attack here.
Now, is it normal for teammates to usually type out in team chat like that?
If they don't have a microphone, yeah. I mean, and sometimes people just like to type in chat because they just want to They want to, what's the word I'm looking for? They want to make sure whatever they're saying is noticed, I guess you can say. Like, say, for example, if you type something in chat and you say, like, the color red, whereas if you, say it over voice chat, the color red, once you say it over voice chat, it's in one ear and out the other, but once you type it in chat, it's going to be in the middle of the screen for a good 10 seconds.
True. I don't see a lot of people typing things out like that during matches.
Still waiting on 3 people to ready up here. So let's go forward here to the witch spawn, because I don't think we got to deal with the witch spawn here on the previous scene. They wiped before they can get to it. So going forward here to the witch spawn is probably going to spawn somewhere on this long bridge that leads to the weapons store, if you want to call it a weapons store. I think it's more like a freaking armory on wheels, but yeah, it's going to be on this little bridge here in between the fence. So there is no overhang here, so this is just a really good rock crown spawn and very difficult spot for the SI to really do anything on that witch. So that witch is just really going to come down to how well they can crown.
And we're still waiting for 2 more to ready up.
So how would you have dealt with that tank, by the way, as survivors?
Well, let's see. I probably would have tried to dodge his rocks a little bit better. That's what caused a lot of them to lose their health. Most of them were at either 75 or at least half of what their health was, and getting hit by those rocks drains a lot of it away. Plus, it also stumbles you, so you're stuck on the ground for a little bit. But I probably would have tried avoiding the rocks and tried to just take in as many shots as I can on the tank without risking exposing myself.
Sounds about right. I mean, they had some really good line of sight, but it looks like the tank was just getting his rocks in there. They weren't really paying attention. After the, basically, I mean, as I've always told people beforehand, is once you get hit by a single rock, it sets the ball rolling, and after you get hit by another rock after that, it's kind of going to be, it's pretty much a wipe unless you do something drastic. Just having a second rock hit you, just so much chip, so much rage to the tank, it's not really going to be ideal for the survivors to line of sight after that. And the survivors are making their way underneath.
And it looks like the survivors are ghosting underneath the overpass, or the ledge.
The infected are now repositioning for this attack here. All 4 SI are now on top, and Boomer is pre-spawned on top, and he drops on. Good pop goes out. You don't want to pre-spawn like that. If you're going to jump off that, you got a rocket spawn. Here comes all 3 SI. Charger is going to be leading in, but does not get focused. A great triple cap coming out here.
Both Jockey and Smoker are able to successfully take a few points of damage to the survivors.
I think a lot of damage going out there on the survivors there, and just the infected. That was a really good attack. Minus the, I mean, the Boomer just, you don't walk a Boomer off. I mean, especially when you're pre-spawning that early, they know the Boomer's going to spawn. And if you have really good headphones, and you can't hear vertical sound in this game, but you can hear directional sound on a horizontal scale.
And that's one of the biggest key factors in this game, is listening to where everything's at. It'll help prevent you from getting to a trap.
All 4 survivors are good to go here, waiting to open up this door, and Ellis will be opening it up, going outside, using his pump shotgun to chip some of the common infected. Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Charger is going to be coming from the top here. He's going to rocket spawn his ass down there, and Hunter's going to be coming from the back. Jackie going to be coming from the Toyota track, and Boomer looks like he's going to go for a good rocket spawn here. Coach is now leading here with that shotgun. Common infected leading in from behind here. Common infected are all getting cleared pretty quickly here by the survivors here, but they are taking their time with this hit. You might get to see a natural horde coming in.
Watch where you're shooting.
And it looks like they're going to wait to hit as they come out from underneath the little overpass.
There's a really patient setup here for the infected. Ideally, I would probably have gotten another attack here, but it looks like they're going to be waiting here. And the survivors might actually get another natural horde here if they take too long. And Boomer does get popped. Here comes the attack. Charger coming from behind, jumping on the Toyota truck. Does get a double charge here. And Jockey trying his best to get in there. Tries to land on somebody, but it just does not happen. But he does get some chip on the Coach here.
Again, that pre-spawn Boomer gave pretty much everything away. And it looks like the survivors are cutting through the middle and bypassing the truck.
we see that Nome here is just going to town with that fire axe here, but now getting separated from his team. Going to be running forward here. SIR up 2-2 here. Not going to see, and we got a smoker here and Dash here. Probably going to be a charger? Yeah, a charger. Alrighty, so a 2-2 here. Unfortunately, did make it to the pill room, so now this 2-2 isn't as powerful as the previous team's 2-2 up here. And Spitter is good to go. He's going to try and spit into the pill room here, but it bounces off Nick and will not spread all too well up there. And Charger and Smoker trying to work together, and we see a good charge into the corner here.
Oh, excellent boom.
A really good proxy there, and I mean, just the damage they dealt to Cherry, it is definitely what they needed here. And Nome just going to town with that axe yet again, taking down a smoker there. Pills are given to Cherry here, and he will be bleeding for this tank here. Alrighty. Looks like tank is going to be in the hands of Terrible here, so let's quickly go over to that infected war room here and see how the infected deal with the survivors and their nice little fire axes.
Alright, Tank, it's your call now if you want him to go in for a rock.
Get that car.
Or
Yeah, I'm gonna push in with
if you
this.
just want to commit.
I can
Get that
as soon
car.
as you get the car. I'm gonna try to jockey one.
No.
No? Okay.
That's
Just
not
toss
a
the
good
car.
idea, man.
Okay.
Let the tank make the call as if he wants to support.
Okay. All right. I'll call it terrible.
Alright, he's committed
Yeah,
in,
go ahead.
so just wait. Oh, that car roll.
Nice.
Yes, Tank.
Good job, guys. Good support.
Alrighty, and we are back, and we just saw a nice gravity car going out here, just teeter-tottering all over the place and falling on some good survivors there.
Yeah, it looks like Rochelle wasn't really planning on that car to lean towards her way and land directly on top of her.
You know, I would say I don't think they make insurance for these type of Left 4 Dead 2 survivors. I mean, just, can you imagine, it's like, you go to your insurance provider, it's like, a car fell on me. It's like, how did a car fall on me? Oh, well, you know, it kind of teetered after it bounced off a wall. How did it bounce off of a wall?
And then you gotta go on the whole long story about what a tank is and what the infected are.
Pretty sure your insurance is probably going to recommend, you know, a psychological evaluation after that. But, anyways, so we're going to be on the second map of Dead Center, or third map of Dead Center here. Sorry about that. So third map of Dead Center here. First stack going to be consisting of a. Trying to see what the fourth SI is here. Looks like a 2-2 here with Hunter and Smoker. Alrighty, so we're going to be seeing a 33% tank here. If I were to go forward here through the map, 33%. This is probably going to be played as an escalator tank, or it's going to be played as a dining court area tank. Either way, this tank is very survivor-sided here, so I'm going to be interested to see how the infected just try and do as much damage as possible in just these open and really survivor-sided areas.
Yeah, with all the cover that you can hide behind and the different obstacles on the way, the only way the tank's going to effectively do enough damage to him is if he can get his infected teammates to coordinate an attack with him at the same time.
Alright, waiting on 4 people to ready up. Apparently Flo also needs to ready up here with his caster stuff there. Yeah, alright, looks like Flo is readied up. Waiting on 3 people, Nome, Freakazoid, and Juicy here. Which I heard in chat here that Juicy was leeching health points from his teammates again last round.
Do you want to explain what that is for those who aren't quite sure what it is?
I believe the last time I was streaming with Juicy, playing in Left to Learn here, all of his teammates were literally all dying and bleeding and red, and they were out of pills, but Juicy himself still had 96 perm health.
Haha!
Yeah, he went like that, like almost all the way to the end of the map, and I think they finally hit him, but they only did like 40 damage. I don't remember. You'd have to watch the VOD. but it was something. It was it was something of significance. That's for sure.
So what you're saying is he's a vampire.
Yes. I mean, just look at it. I mean, Francis thinks there's vampires here. There's constant talk about vampires. There's so much lore on vampires in Left 4 Dead 2. I wouldn't be surprised if Juicy is secretly playing as one.
Yeah, that having a class like that in this type of game probably would have been kind of interesting.
The closest you can get to that is the Hunter, which when he pounces somebody, does an animation where he bites someone's jugular. But anyways, we're going to be going live here. So again, 2-2 here with Hunter and Smoker. Spitter's going to be coming from a very odd spot. Boom's going to be coming right off the bat here, trying to get that Boom. Hunter looks to be repositioning, doesn't want to get proxied, but that Boom is obviously going to get popped here. And Nick is already rushing out. Spawns are not happening, so it looks like the spawns might have been lost here. They're going to have to reposition here. Coach is hugging that fence there.
Coach actually looks like he's just standing there now.
Oh, and here comes the pull here, and he manages to get Rochelle, and here comes the Boom, but it just does not happen. A good spit comes out, and that almost separates Rochelle here. That was that was almost a very well-coordinated spit there, but just he managed to get back over in time before it actually did that much damage.
Up this escalator.
Yeah, it looked like I believe Rochelle was able to move, and now they're pushing forward.
All 4 survivors making their way forward here. Very limited common infected. Rochelle is being left behind here, taking too long with clearing the common infected. Next set of special infected are up here, consisting of a 2-2 with Jockey and Smoker here. We see a 21% here. They're going to be making their way forward, and we're going to be having a dining room tank. Or dining area tank here. Sorry about that. And Smoker does get a good pull on a Nick here, but he does get cleared. Jockey jumping around, going for Rochelle. Does get shoved aside, but does manage to get a repounce on the Terrible here, and that's going to be a lot of damage. No one is that close enough. A lot of damage went out onto Terrible there before the tank here. Just looking at the survivor's health here, they did take a lot of damage from these past 2 attacks here by the infected, so it was a great job there. And looks like we're going to be having a tank here in the hands of Sherry. So let's quickly go over to that infected war room.
Reloading.
Let's get on that Boom. Go for a rock if you can on that Boom.
Reloading. Reloading.
I'm ready.
Oh, God.
Hunter on Rochelle.
Pull forward. You should probably get out. That's what I'm doing.
Yeah, go back.
Not
maybe.
bad, not bad. That's good. Keep sight of them, keep watching them. Right when spawns are down, your main priority is just to keep watching them to keep your rage. Not necessarily to get a rock. You can take a little chip to keep your rage up. Keep a good balance. But you should get ready for a rock. You're about to lose first pass. Gotta keep first pass. Support needs to go now. Get him a rock. No, it's lost first pass. You might have to just commit, because if not, you guys go AI. Help me now. Support. Charger needs to go.
Don't be shooting me.
Nice.
If there's any way you could get out, get out. Oh,
Charger is cleared.
nice.
At least one more punch.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw the support going a bit too early there, but the tank was already at 1,400 chip when he was committing. So I think that tank has just a lot of obstacles against him there, but he managed to, with his team, able to get a good spread on the survivor's health, as you can see in the top left.
Yeah, I know he was going after Coach for a while. It looked like he had him on the run, and then Ellis, I think, ran up and was giving Coach a hand coat, and then the tank decided to back off.
He probably could have cornered Coach there, but he would have been at about, I want to say, 3,500 chips. I'm not sure if it would have been worth it.
Reloading.
Next set of SI are good to go here with a 2-2 and a Charger Hunter. Could make a really good combo here with this 2-2 here in just this closed hallway.
Reloading.
And this hallway can actually cause, or this
Oh,
area can
whoa.
cause.
Looks like they're opting to attack outside of the hallway here. Very, very open. The Charger does miss. Hunter does pounce, and good spit does pound or does land here, but very minimal damage going on to Coach. I'm not sure if I can agree with that.
Usually you don't see attacks happening out in the open like that. The only class you usually see is the smoker try to pull somebody last second, because it's much harder for the survivors to jump out. But attacking the open like that, I mean, there's just a lot of places where you can't hide from all the fire.
Well, also something to note is that in Pro Mod, the chair is already set up against the door there, so you can make it back over there if somebody gets pulled very quickly.
Ah, all right.
Is this... I don't recognize this room here on the left.
It looks like the
floor looks different.
the normal pathway is.
I'm not sure. I don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't recognize that door all the way down there on the far left. The room that they were just inside of.
I'm not gonna lie. It looks like ProMod has changed the way that the map leads them.
No, this is actually the secondary route here for if you ever played campaign and you get dynamic pathing, which is funny because it's not actually dynamic. But oh, good dead stuff going on in the jockey here. But that was I don't know. It kind of seemed like a sack to me.
And it looks like they're setting up outside the door, waiting for the survivors to go through.
This is going to be a very brutal attack here, consisting of a 3, or no, so far it's a 2-1 here, because we don't know what Kimiko is going to be. So 2-1 here with the Charger and a Spitter, so that's going to be pretty damn brutal. And it looks like they have a 2-2 here, which actually is very ideal for this area here. They have to make it through that hallway and through a set of double doors, and here comes the Charger. Charger gets a good double charge. Here comes the Spit. Here comes the Boom. But the Spitter does get shoved aside, so that is a great job by Rochelle there.
And that's 2 down. And during this event, that is not a good thing.
Fortunately for Rochelle, all the common infected are going after Ellis. Unfortunate for Ellis, though, he does not have a melee weapon, so he is getting the full force of this horde without a melee weapon to be able to clear himself all too well here. But his teammates are now together here, and they are clearing this common infected horde together here, making their way to the right side escalator.
And Special Infected are setting up. Spitter goes in, trying to block him off.
Good spit delay coming out there that will hold Ellis and Coach up for about 2 seconds. And Shocky going after Nick here, and he does get pounced, and that will be a down onto Nick.
Jockey's waiting for somebody to try to sneak by to try to prevent spawning.
And you have a Hunter coming up here from behind here. He hasn't made any noise, so they don't know he's back there. He could go for some scratches. And looks like Coach might have spotted the Hunter, but I'm unsure here. Here comes the Hunter again, and Coach should have spotted that Hunter by now. And looks like Coach is going to be making a run for it because he's like, fuck that, I'm not dealing with that Hunter.
And Hunter is causing a lot of confusion and panic to the survivors.
Good spit delay here. All 3 survivors here are bleeding here, with one is very low, and we almost see a death pull. That's very unfortunate.
Coach is all the way at the bottom, so now they got to decide if they want to try to get him or if they want to try to go for the alarm.
Just with the health that they have right now, they have to run forward. They can't afford to be going down right now. They need to just get distance. And speaking of distance here, Rochelle does go down at the very top due to Spit and Common Infected. Ellis and Nick fighting for their lives here on the escalator here, trying to make their way up.
And down goes Nick.
And it looks like they're opting to try and pick him up. I don't think that was a good idea, because here comes the Charger right now, and that will finish off Ellis here as he's being distracted by the Charger, and the Common Infected take him down from behind.
The 2 survivors going down immediately when the event started really didn't help the survivors at all.
I think it's true, but I don't think they could really done all too much there. I mean, Rochelle did a great job shutting down that Spitter before she could spit, and that probably saved them. I don't know if I want to say saved them, because they would have been down anyways. Without Spit, those survivors were already down. Either way, it was just still a really good shot down the Spitter. I was like, oh wow, that Spitter is just about to get 2 people that were just charged. So, I mean, just a couple things to note there. If I were to give my 2 cents on everything that just happened on this map, the Infected needed to... They came in way too early for the tank as support there, and the tank was unfortunately left alone, but the Charger did manage to charge somebody there, and they were able to get on a lot of damage on that one survivor that got charged. It was a great job of that Charger. Another thing to note is, I mean, I don't know, their attacks in certain areas weren't really the best, and their sack order did not work out too well for them. Last but not least, the survivors, they shouldn't have all ran underneath that vent there. They should have done a bit of a 2-and-2 and expected the ESI to try and attack as soon as they open the door.
And it looks like some of the survivors are having some ping issues.
Like I said, it is not my fault.
Not this time.
As you can see with the survivors, they had 1 person green and 3 people red, whereas the Infected have nothing but orange. So I don't know if you would call that balanced, would you?
Maybe? Just depends on how used you are to playing with that type of lag.
Quickly, let's go get a mathematician and start adding these numbers up and see if it's fair.
Reloading.
Anyways, you know, we never got to saw that witch, right?
Nope.
I don't know like percentages off the top of my head for this map here, but if I were to take a guess and probably just like worst case scenario, I would say that witch is either going to be at the door, or the doorway, right in the middle of the doorway, into the room where you turn off the alarm, or it'll be inside the alarm room.
Yeah, that seems about right where the 80% mark would be. I mean, that would especially add a lot of stress to the survivors on trying to both take out the witch or avoid her and turn off the alarm.
I don't know about you, but just having to deal with that witch, an SI attack, and the horde coming in from the alarm is just incredibly brutal.
And it looks like we are going live.
Alrighty, so again we have a 2-2 here with Hunter and Smoker. SI are going to be setting up for an attack. I'm not sure what they're setting up for because the Boomer's in a really awkward spot. I don't think they're really set up for an attack yet. Oh, we've got a pause coming out by the survivor side.
And it looks like somebody else is having some lag issues again.
Like I said, it's not my fault, I swear. I'm doing nothing but streaming here. I can't be doing anything malicious to anyone else right now.
Yeah, the only thing that I could think they could be doing at getting all that lag is trying to watch the live stream while playing.
Shame on them. Shame on them. You know what? I'm going to have to enforce 30-second delay on all my streams now, just like Twitch.
Ooh. That was a low blow. That was mean. I think you need to apologize for that.
And then, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to copyright my own voice, put it into the Content ID system. So any stream that has my voice will be muted on Twitch. And I will purposely butt in to every single stream with my voice as much as possible.
A little off topic, on Reddit a couple days ago, the president or CEO or whatever of Twitch actually did an AMA, and that was one of the things that was heavily discussed was their voice copyright patented thing, whatever you want to call that. Needless to say, there are a lot of people who aren't happy about that decision.
I heard a couple speedrunners after the 2-hour limit and that, along with that, were deciding to move to Hitbox, but I heard another rumor that they aren't staying, so I'm not sure. Either way, lots of users came over to Hitbox, so maybe Hitbox has a pretty good potential to grow now after all this, but not sure. Either way, to each their own.
And it looks like we're still waiting for somebody on the infected team.
Alright, so I mean, let's discuss this attack here, since we're going to be waiting here probably for the better of the next 30 minutes here. So, how would you say the Infected should do this attack with their 2-2 Hunter and Smoker setup? Oh, well, we're going live.
Well, we can find out.
That was a fast 5 minutes. Spitter and Boomer look to be setting up. Boomer's going to try and rocket spawn his way in front here. I'm not sure if that's going to be possible here. It's going to be really tricky, but I'd like to see it happen. Hunter's going to be coming from behind the wall over there, behind all the shelving and such. And looks like Smoker is going to be coming from the cabinet here. And Smoker does get a pull out. Here comes a Spit to try and separate. Great triple boom. Here comes the Hunter. Almost lands in Spit. Oh, he does land in Spit!
Actually, that was a quadruple boom, so the Spit with the Hunter and the Common going in are just pummeling Rochelle.
I like this. I like this a lot.
Rochelle's already down to less than a third of health. Got to already pop her pills.
And we're going to be having one person bleeding all the way to the tank here. I'm not sure if they'll find an extra set of pills here, but they will find a bat to use for this tank and the Horde up ahead here. So next attack going to be consisting of a 3-1 here with a Spitter, Hunter, Jockey, and Smoker.
And so if I was special infected, I would try to want to get the attack off as soon as possible, just that way we could respawn for the tank as quickly as possible.
Although right now it looks like they took too long to set up this attack now, so they don't really have a choice. If they attack right now, then they're not going to have an attack for the tank up. And if they don't attack right now, then they're going to have all this free way to walk into the tank and get easily into the dining area.
Damned if you do, damned if you don't.
Reloading.
Survivors are slowly but surely clearing out all the common infected for the upcoming tank battle.
And Jockey's going in alone here, trying his best to just pounce around here. Does get dead stopped and does go down. Hunter pouncing around. Free Spit coming out here. Hunter almost lands on the coach, but he does land again. Or pounce again and land. And we see a great pull into Rochelle here, who's separated. Looks like there's going to have to be another set of pills going out to Rochelle here before the tank even starts.
Looks like Rochelle is the main target of the attacks, because they've already done so much damage to her, they can take her down quickly. That'll be one less person for the special infected to attack.
It looks like tank is up in the hands of Zero Ox Shadows. Or at least I hope it's Zero Ox Shadows and not Zero. You know what? Let's just go to the war room, please.
Aw.
Tried. So yeah, I'll be up in a couple seconds and then.
Oh, you should.
Do you know how to curve route?
No.
I got some
Go on your
videos
left
I
side.
can link you to after the game.
Hang on, guys. Hang on. Don't go in. Alright. If you want to get a hit, we can. Or if you want to push in, it's up to you, tank.
Yeah, we're pushing.
Okay, just get a corner. Just let me get half health and we'll go.
Reloading.
Whoa. Watch the spawn.
Machine gun.
Try to charge one.
We both go in then if we're gonna do it. Oh, sorry.
Sorry, I probably should have waited on the spawn.
Sorry.
Well, he lost a lot of health moving in and out.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're gonna
It's
commit,
fine.
then just make that commit.
Keep at
and
it.
go.
Give as many punches as you can.
My bad, guys.
Alright, and we are back here, so we just saw a tank in the hands of Zero X Shadows here. A lot of damage going on in the survivors here, so I'd say a great job with the infected, but it seems like they were really disorganized. A lot of them pre-spawn. I'm not sure if there was a mistake with them saying commit.
It looks like the Boomer was able to get 2 people. That will cause a little bit of slowdown for the infected with the Spit landing right on top of Rochelle.
There's a good slowdown here. They're going to be able to get another attack here, probably before they even get down to the second floor, but that's going to be really, really risking it. Actually, no, I mean, the survivors are actually taking a bit too long to kill the common and pick up Rochelle, so they might be able to get 2 attacks here, but they have to do it right now. Like, they have to attack right now, but it looks like they aren't going to be setting up here, so they're going to have to sack and try and get an attack, the perfect attack for this alarm event.
Yes.
Oh, Rochelle finds some pills.
Oh, God!
Great single boom by the Boomer there. Charger coming in here, 1 punch, 2 punch. Looks like Rochelle trying to bring out a melee weapon here, but instead is surprised to see a deagle. And I think Nick is low on ammo here, so he's using his pistol there.
That was kind of a weak horde.
Down here.
The horde's probably coming from the front.
Ah, yes.
And looks like a common infected coming up on Rochelle there. Rochelle not clearing the common infected behind her. And going up forward here. No, it doesn't look like there's any horde up ahead, so... Anyways, next attack going to be consisting of a 2-2 with Smoker and Jockey here. Does not have a charger, but still with these 2-2 in this closed-in area, there's potential for a lot of damage, a stumble and spit, separation and spit, etc. Just got to work together with your SI here and do some good damage. And the survivors here, looks like they're getting ready for this attack here.
Looks like this event's ready to start.
Oh, and a good quad boom comes out here, and a stumble spit, and a pull into spit, and the event is started, I think, by accident.
Oh, you gotta love the glitches in the game, because it didn't look like the survivors hit the button at all, or opened the door at all.
But one of the doors are open now.
Right. I think when the boomer exploded, it pushed the door open.
That's not how door physics work in this game.
I know that's not how it's supposed to, but that's what it looked like from my angle, at least.
I think somebody might have panicked and opened the door. That's honestly the only reason. But and he's going up forward here. Boomer is we're going to be spawning here, and he's going to go single boom, double boom, proxy boom onto Nick there. Rochelle is 1 HP, can be down by claws, and he does go down to a pounce instead. And here comes Charger, goes for a punch, does not get leveled, an attempt by Nome here. And almost to pull down the escalator. That would have been pretty brutal. Lucky for Nick that he doesn't, but he does not get cleared in time, and he will be down, leaving Ellis and Coach up to try and clear the horde and pick someone up.
And now that's 2 down in the middle of an event. And for an event like this, 2 people down can really mess up your chances.
And here comes the Jockey right now. Ellis trying his best to kill that Jockey and keep Coach safe, but he does go down after being capped, and Spitter will be the ending SI here for Coach. So I mean, right there, I don't know. I mean, for starters, don't accidentally open the door or start an event during an attack. All right, don't make that mistake.
Yeah, opening the door or starting an event before you're ready can really make your day pretty bad.
Give me 1 second here. I'm gonna have to be right back.
The race car guy is?
We should be playing finale here. This is a 4-map campaign, so let's go ahead and be right back here.
Is the pride of Georgia. I would take a bullet for that man.
Amen.
Looks like the infected are starting off with a 3-1 with a Smoker Hunter Smoker Charger Jockey, followed up by a Boomer. And right now we're waiting for Cheryl, Kimiko, Freakazoid, and Xerox Shadows to ready up.
Let's go.
Come on, keep move on.
Alrighty, and I am back there.
So it looks like Rochelle opened up the door.
Yes, you can open up the door, but you can't go through it. As you can see, yeah, any of the survivors that try and make it through the door right now, they just all teleported back to the center of the safe room.
Okay.
As you see, there was a time when they're ready up here, you would actually all be stuck in 2 preset positions here. But I guess people who are ADHD did not want to stay still during the ready up, so... Alas, you can now move around, jump off ledges, drown yourself, etc. You can do almost everything during ready up. The only thing you can't do anymore is shoot down your teammates.
Which isn't a bad thing.
I don't know, it really ruined a lot of entertainment for me.
And now we see what type of teammate you were.
Yes, yes. Anyways, first attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. I am unsure if there's an early tank here with so many changes to Pro Mod constantly. You know, I don't keep track of them all too much. Waiting on Nome and Freakazoid. So, for this early tank here, I don't know if you've ever had to deal with an early tank here, Thomas, but how would you deal with this tank?
Fire lots of bullets at him down this hallway. I mean, honestly, if you get an early tank and it's before the elevator, you gotta hope he misses all his swings and you can land all your shots, because if you can't, you're probably not gonna make it even starting the event.
Yeah, sounds about right. What most teams usually do here, and I'm saying most teams, there's some teams that do this slightly differently, is they'll have all the survivors standing outside in the hallway, you know, again, ready to shoot them, but they'll have someone stand slightly in the doorway here of the safe room here to try and block spawns inside the safe room. Obviously, it doesn't block spawns completely, but it blocks most of them. He can't stand inside the safe room. He stands inside the safe room, he will give infinite rage at the tank. Survivors here need to stay behind the bathrooms here because there's just so many spawns. You can get jockeyed, you know, silent jockey, you can get boomed, which, honestly, if you get boomed during this tank, again, it reminds me of the No Mercy finale early tank, where it's just GG if you get boomed here. So you can't get boomed during this tank. Don't get pulled into the bathrooms, etc. Just, really, it comes down to how much chip you can deal with the tank before he reaches you. And you need to get inside that safe room before he gets anywhere near you, because if you get caught outside, you're done.
Yep. It looks like we're still waiting for 2 more people.
Yeah, waiting on Nome, or Name. You know what? I need to ask them after this. Okay. I need to ask them after this how to pronounce his name so I don't make these embarrassing pronunciation mistakes later. And Freakazoid.
When it says witch is at 45%, is that the usual spot where the witch is at? At the bottom of the elevator?
Yeah, I believe it's going to be at the bottom of the elevator. I think it's static for this.
Alright.
Which I think you can shoot her through the elevator, by the way, which glitches her out. I'm not sure, though.
I think you can if you shoot in this exact same spot twice.
Well, let's have to see how this goes. So we're just waiting on Nome here. Alright, we are good to go.
Oh, canceled.
Why? Why do you do this?
And we're live.
This shit'll help.
So again, first hit consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. They're talking about punches, they're talking about booms, etc. Jockey is now spawned, gets a good jockey, and the Smoker steals his target. I'm not sure about that. Charger goes and gets cleared mid-charge here, and Nick making quick work of that Smoker here. Great job by the survivors. They're shutting down that attack.
Reloading.
And this is a pretty weak horde of 1 zombie.
And the Witch is good to go at the bottom here. It looks like there is no early tank here.
And that'll be good for the survivors. Let's hope that they can survive against the Witch without... do any of them have any shotguns?
They could set the gas can off from inside.
Speak up. We listen.
I might have an idea.
True.
Find Jimmy Gibbs' stock car. We get that thing gassed up.
Next attack consisting of a 3-1 here with Charger and Boomer. Smoker is spawned up, breaking down the door here. Boomer is pre-spawned. I don't agree with that pre-spawn. And Hunter is now pre-spawned. Hunter is now scratching the Witch here. the survivors here were shooting through the elevator, so that did startle the Witcher, so she's now in full aggro mode here. Dead Stop's coming out
And
by Nick
there's
Stumble. Oh, wow. And Witch does glitch out. Oh, great level coming out there.
Tank is spawned up on the 3rd level, where all the upper gas cans are. And it looks like he's going to be taking an aerial approach to tossing rocks at him.
I remember hearing something about if you put in the first gas can here, you start up the horde. So if they put up if they put up the gas can here, they might start up the horde during this tank. But yeah, anyways, almost forgot here. Let's quickly go over to that infected war room, shall we?
Reloading.
Try not to take too much chip when spawns are down. I think you should rotate above them. Ooh.
Yeah. Oh! Nice. Bucks.
But that was a good rock.
Can I go now? Or do you want me to wait?
Wait for Cheryl. Ah, shit.
Ooh,
Nice.
good
Yes! I
Okay, go,
love that.
Cheryl, you ready, Cheryl? Yeah, okay. Should go for it. Yeah. Okay, go.
Reloading. Charger.
Good try, good try. You could use the E-Rock, double underhand, you could curve it downward.
Yeah. Careful, they can try with the gas can. Oh, never
Yeah.
mind.
No, it's R-Rock, double over. Use the E-Rock, you could whip it right to left and it'll go scoop it underneath. There you go. Ooh, close.
Oh, wow.
Should we commit or just keep throwing rocks?
You try to commit. No, it's...
Ah,
okay.
it's AI
Hold
now.
on. Get a single boom. Get one single boom on one person. Wait support, wait support. Jockey, go somebody else. Get somebody else, not Ellis.
That's a single boom.
Get the guys who are not green. Tank is chasing a boom guy. Oh shit, he rotated. They changed it? What?
Alright, and we are back here. Looks like we just saw an accidental AI tank after some really good rock throws by Freakazoid there. I mean, Tank did do some good damage there onto Juicy. Managed to change targets while somebody was boomed.
Ammo here.
Yeah, unfortunately though, this level's so open, the tank can't like sneak up on anybody or anything like that. And it looks like they are collecting gas cans before starting the event.
Oh, it looks like the event has started now. So give them a bit of a head start. They don't have to deal with too many of the common infected. Oh, and you see a good jockey coming out of Alice here, but his support is nowhere near here. And we see a pull on the coach here. 2 ticks of damage going on in the coach here before getting cleared. The SI really need to get their attacks together here. They need to do some pretty good amount of damage before the next thing comes in. It looks like they're going to be going for, they're going to be playing the gas can game here. They're going to be trying to make the person that is putting in the gas cans drop them, and then they're going to be spitting the gas can. It looks like Hunter is now pouncing around here, taking some chip here.
I got one.
So Thomas, how would you be playing this attack, or this event here?
Usually what we do is we try, me and my friends when we play is we try to get in the upper gas tanks first. And then toss them down, try to grab them as you can. You always want to stay as a group, though, because as you can see with the jockey up there on the 2nd level, if one person was up there by themselves, it would have been game over for that person.
Ideally, yeah.
Reloading.
One thing to note is that they're still keeping that spitter there. For those of you who are wondering why they're keeping that spitter, is they're trying to play the gas can game here, where they're trying to light up as many gas cans as possible. Unfortunately, they're being a little unsuccessful here. They don't have anyone capping here. Spitter is still keeping that spit, and survivors are taking advantage of the fact that the spitter is on cooldown here. Smoker is spawned by the car here. Might try and go for a pull. I don't recommend it, but it looks like he's going for a pull onto Coach. Great shove by Coach, though.
Was able to break away from that before getting any ticks of damage into him.
And more spitter goo coming out here. The spitter really needs to start saving his spit for a good cap here for this gas can. He just keeps randomly spitting. It's not going to work out here. And Tank is going to be coming up here in the hands of Name. So let's quickly go over to that infected war room here and see if they can finish up these survivors here.
Reloading. Tank.
Get a hit for Tank.
Okay, ready?
Go.
Go. Oops.
Support's down, you gotta get out quick, Tank. Uh-oh. Just climb regular.
Climb. Oh. Nice rock. Coach keeps running into rocks.
You can still wipe because you can play long rock tank if you keep getting good hits. You can hitbox Ellis, aim above him.
You guys can go for it, or? Yeah.
Yep.
3,
Get a hit,
2, 1, go.
Very nice. Very close. Keep sight as much as you can. Oh, she was asking for it. Wait, do you guys hear me or am I muted?
No, we hear you.
Okay, alright.
Yeah.
Okay. Wasn't too sure.
Ah, almost. Rochelle is almost down, so maybe we focus on her. You guys ready?
Yep.
Ah, shit.
Beautiful rock! Phenomenal.
Yeah, ready? Ah, shit. Ah, damn it.
So first pass, nothing to worry about. Tank is being played well.
Yeah.
Reloading. I need to get ready.
Stayed at home.
Oh, a single boom would be good now.
Reloading.
Try to get on the top with the highest point, you can rocket him with the boomer.
I swear to God, you can't shoot worth shit.
Okay, I'm ready.
You gotta get that boom right now, the tank needs the support. Very
Yeah.
nice.
Shit. I was sucking. Sorry.
Get that hit.
In a free rock.
Oh man.
Ah, shit.
Sorry, you're 80% rage. It's doing great.
Yes! Oh no. Almost. Rochelle is
Red.
easy hit.
Reloading here.
Ah, shit.
Get that rock. Take as much chip as you have to get that rock. Oh, what? That's bullshit.
How many rage left?
I'm reloading. I'm down.
Go AI! Yeah!
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw some really good rocks going out, a really long tank. The tank had a really rough start at the beginning there, falling off the ladder I think twice and taking a lot of chip there, but just played a really good rock tank, and his AI tank did a great job.
Yeah, the rock throwing definitely whittled them down from pretty much like a good 3/4 of their lives down to a good 1/4.
Oh, and this might be the wipe right here. Getting really close, and here comes the Jockey to try and finish it up here. Jockey's thinking about it. Jockey's thinking about it, but looks like he's going to be jumping around instead here. Great triple boom to come in here and put on the pressure.
Yeah, with the Horde coming in, he's never going to be able to get those people up efficiently.
And Jockey does go down to Coach's incredible pistol play here. We see a free spit going on to the survivors here, trying to delay picking them up here, and he will do a spit onto Ellis, and that will be the death of Ellis here.
And it's
Smoker.
just Coach.
Oh, Smoker. It's always a Smoker.
Overall, I thought both the Special Infected or Tank did an excellent job in whittling their health down, and I thought the Survivors did a good job whittling the. They were doing a pretty good job at whittling down the Tank's health too.
Alrighty here, so we're gonna see how the opposing team here, they need to make 700 points, so they just they don't even need to survive, they just need to make it towards the end here. And I think there's only one tank that they have to deal with here. Oh, well, two tanks if you consider the after elevator tank. But let's see, I don't know, they're gonna have to deal with that witch too, and just with their luck, it might not bug out, so they might have to deal with that witch attack along with the rest of the SI attack, unless of course they can shoot the witch from above in the elevator.
Yeah, hopefully their luck with the witch goes the same way as it did for the other team. I mean, the fact that the witch just kind of ran away, didn't even like aggro or anything like that against them, it's kind of typical Valve AI.
Alrighty, so we're waiting on 4 people to ready up, including Flo here, who has registered himself as a caster. First attack consisting, as always, here with a 3-1 with Charger and Boomer. See how the Infected decide to do this attack here, see if they can do more damage than the previous team, and see if the Survivors can maybe try and prevent as much damage as possible. So we need to with this Witch, Tank, and SI attack coming up here at the bottom of the elevator. Which I'm going to go ahead and run on forward here and see if you can actually get an angle on that Witch to shoot her. You could, but it'd be... I don't know. You somewhat can, but that'd be really iffy. Just the spray and pray kind of thing.
Yeah, and with the amount of damage that witches can take, those SMGs that they have won't do a whole lot of damage.
Oh no, you can just draw Crowner up there and just, you can draw Crowner into the elevator.
Yeah, they have shotguns. I don't know why I forgot that.
Waiting on Nome and 0x Shadows to ready up here. So with this attack, it looks like we're going to be having the Smoker coming from down the end of the hallway here, so they're going to be going for a slightly later attack. Boomer is in a really odd position. I'm not sure if that's intentional or not. And looks like we are good to go here. Jockey's also going to be coming from the end of the hallway here.
Hey man, we should keep going.
I'm really unsure what they're doing. Maybe they're going to go for an end hallway attack, and they're coming in from behind here. So the Survivors need to block the spawns in there. They need to go in there. And we see some early friendly fire going on to Nick here. So what they need to do is they need to close those bathroom doors, and they need to block the spawns in the little corners there where they make it down the hallway. And no one is by Nick. If he gets pulled right now, this will be devastating. And here comes the Jockey. It was a great bait by Nick, but he does get double charged here. And here comes the Boomer. Managed to only get a single boom here, and does get popped by Coach. Does not get Proxy, but a lot of damage going on to Freakazoid there just on that early hit.
That was actually a pretty good strategy.
Now it looks like they're already trying to shoot the Witch. As you can see, they're jumping up, trying to shoot, and Ellis is getting, or Nick is getting very, very close to shooting this Witch here. Keep in mind that they are bleeding here, and there is the Witch by Nick.
Oh, and now she's freaking out.
That is some incredible nav pathing there, and that will be a Gone Witch. Not sure if the glitching was intentional, but I mean, Yeah.
Is that type of thing usually not allowed in matches?
Intentionally, I mean, intentionally glitching the witch, like staying in a spot that you shouldn't be, glitching out even common infected will usually get you banned, but I think they recently are implementing a new rule where you cannot draw crown the witch over props anymore. If you draw crown her over a prop, it'll be considered attempting to glitch her, so it could be giving you 0 points for that map.
Okay, that makes sense.
Soon as them doors open,
Alrighty, and look at the boomer spot here. He's going to be trying to get this boom here with this gas can, and Charger might get proxied here. And here comes a free charge, does miss all the survivors here. Good double boom. Jockey does not get stumbled here, but he does get shoved aside and batted to the ass here.
And here comes the tank from up above.
And tank is going to be in the hands of Juicy here, so let's quickly go over to the infected war room, shall we?
We've got 5 seconds. Swan.
Nice rock.
The rock. I'm hoping I'm gonna be spitter or something. So they're gonna crouch down.
Good
Nice
rock.
jockey.
Got 3 cap. Just try and keep sight. Let's see if we can get him a rack. I mean, he's been doing good. We can get a hit. Everybody got spots?
I got a spawn.
Let's go, let's go.
Do not shoot me. Jesus, no, man.
Yeah, you're gonna have to push in with next hit. Alright, just try and get a corner and we'll support.
Nice spawn.
Yeah, tank, let's give him help.
Alright, and we are back here. So we just saw a tank by Juicy. I'm not sure if it was intentional or unintentional with that AI tank, but the work was done. You can see that the survivors out there have 2 people bleeding and 2 sets of pills left, with 2 sets of pills left on the little table there.
First rock caught Nick in the back as he went running away trying to get a better angle on the tank. That was a really good rock throw there.
Mind you that the tank was trying to come in. He got stuck on the ladder here and decided to climb back up. The survivors did a great job getting an 1,000 chip there, and the horde does finally start here. Looks like they are going to be going to the top floors here, as you mentioned earlier here, and they're going to be working on the top floors to throw the gas cans down. But mind you, if they throw the gas cans down, they risk getting them spat on.
That'll keep me for a bit.
Yeah, and that's one of the biggest risks in this map is that you have a tank that's a gas tank that's down, and you got a spitter that's up. You know for a fact that it's going to try to spit on them.
Speaking of spitters here, and we see, oh, good double, that's a death! What a great double charge! I don't know what to say there. I mean, that was just a great double charge. I wasn't expecting that. A great job by the infected here. That's definitely going to help them in the long run. The survivors now need to make it with Kimiko being nothing but help bonus, but it looks like, unfortunately, Ellis is dead, so I don't think there is any way they can actually catch up in points here. But what they can do is try and get as many gas cans as possible here. Good dodge by Coach here, trying his best to save Nick.
And Coach is frantically trying to find an angle to take out the special infected so he can try getting up his last teammate.
And Charge is about to recharge here, and here comes the Boomer, and the Horde are all going to be all over Coach here, and a great shutdown there. Here comes a charge, though, and that will be the end there. Coach does get charged here. Alrighty then. I mean, the only thing I can say there is just, I think that death charge is just so unexpected. I guess just be ready for anything.
Yeah, seeing a double death charge any map is always an exciting thing to see, just because it very rarely ever happens.
Alrighty then. So that is the end of Left to Learn, August 9th, 2014. Thank you for watching, guys, and I'll see you guys next weekend here with some more Left to Learn. So thank you for joining us here at Thomas Suzanne, and maybe see you again another week.
Yep, thanks for having me.
Alrighty, take care.